Welcome back to the Irish Bandit channel, or if you're new here, welcome to the channel. I, as always, am your host, the one, the only, the second Irish Bandit, and welcome to Tier List Tuesday, where for the rest of the month of June, we are looking at different tier lists that I've found on Tier List Maker, or whatever it's called. I'm going to be going through a few, and I'm going to be doing these on Tuesday and Thursday, so just kind of, fill out the time. I said I was never going to do a tier list on the channel, but here we are. I need content, so it's quick and easy content. No, I'm only half kidding with that. But yes, today we are looking at WWE Championships, WWE, WWF, WWF Championships over the past 40 years, 60 years actually, over the past 60 years, some different designs from all the different championships within WWE. Now, this doesn't include the new unified championship on SmackDown and the new women's unified title, it's called. Or undisputed, I mean, sorry. Not unified, undisputed championship. I don't know. You have a world champion on Raw and a SmackDown champion on Raw. Hopefully they rectify that Monday with Rhea Ripley, but we're not here to talk about that. We're going to get into what I think and how I'm going to tier all these championships, past and current. So let's get right down into it. So here you see every championship that is on this tier list. We're going to go through them all one at a time, and I'll give you my opinion of them, what I think about them, and where they rank. So we're starting off with the current women's tag team titles. I'm going to rank these at a C. They're not the worst looking titles I've seen. I've seen a lot better over the years, but these are okay-ish. Okay enough, honestly and truthfully. With everything coming up, maybe they'll get a new design after the title unification between them and the NXT Women's Tag Team Championships. I think they're somewhere on this list. Don't see them at first glance, but if we get to them, I'll talk about them. Either way, again, not the worst I've seen, but not the best. The NXT North American Championship, I'm going to put at a B. It's not one of my favorites, but it's one that's really grown on me over time. I didn't like it when it first came in. I think there could be definite improvements made to it, but I can see where they're going with it, honestly and truthfully. So, not a bad looking title. The WWE Cruiserweight title that was given to TJP after he won the Cruiserweight Classic, I'm going to put that as a B as well. And while I'm at it, I saw it on here somewhere. I'm going to put the NXT version of it, actually, I'm going to put the NXT version at an A because I like the look of it better with the black strap, not the purple strap. So, I do think that's a nice looking championship. Both versions of it I thought were really nice looking. I wasn't too big on the purple strap. I liked the black strap better when it became the NXT Cruiserweight Championship, but I don't mind it. It's not a bad looking title. The WWF Championship. Wow, I'm going to put that as an A because that's just classic. Held by Bruno Sammartino. I think he was the only champion to hold that specific title. And this is an early one as well too. All these earlier ones are going to get put up in some of these earlier ones are going to get put up in a high tier. The championship that Bruno held, the late superstar Billy Graham, Pedro Morales, Bob Backlund was the last man to hold that title. That's just a prestigious looking title. I absolutely love it. I thought it was a great looking title. This one, on the other hand, goes in D. The big green, thick-looking monstrosity. I've never liked that title. Only 3 men in the history of the WWF, WWE have held it. That being Bob Backlund, the Iron Sheik, and Hulk Hogan was the last man to hold it. I still think to this day that is a garbage-looking title. Do not like it. Do not care for it. The first version of the Hogan 86 goes in the A column. Let's put all of them in. Both of them in, I should say. Great looking title. I've seen it used so many times, not only in the WWE, but also in the NWA for the World Television title, for the NWA National Heavyweight Championship. Just a classic, timeless design. Speaking of timeless and classic designs, here is our first S tier title, the Hogan 86. This is a gorgeous championship, and when you think of a champion, you think of a title that looks like that. It is wonderful. It just looked great around Hogan's waist when he was champion from 1986 until it was retired in 1988. Just a great looking title. This one also goes on the S tier. It is the Andre title. The story behind that is that going into WrestleMania 3, just give me 1 minute. Going into WrestleMania 3, it was thought that Andre the Giant was going to beat Hulk Hogan easily. So Andre the Giant and Bobby Brain Heenan had a special championship commissioned for Andre the Giant that would actually fit around his waist. Funny thing is, the title didn't actually fit around his waist, because you could even hear Andre when he was presented with it before the match at WrestleMania 3 even happened, saying, "It's not going to fit around my waist," and it didn't, but it's still a beautiful title. You could actually see Hulk Hogan wearing it in No Holds Barred as his character of Fred. But yeah, the Andre title, magnificent title. Speaking of a magnificent title, if I had something better than an S tier, this would be going in it, but this is the one I grew up with, the Winged Eagle. Strange name, yes, because all eagles have wings, but still, this is the one I grew up with, watching Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, The Ultimate Warrior, Bret Hart, Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels win this title. That was my childhood. Such a gorgeous title, a title that I actually got to hold at one point in time. Just phenomenal. It was so well done. The late Reggie Park did an amazing job with this title. The Hogan title. This one is an anomaly because it was only used a few times. I've seen pictures of it. It's not bad. It's not a great title, but it's not an ugly title either. I don't hate it. I think it's okay. Well, better than okay if I rank it at a B, but still. We didn't see it enough on TV. I don't think we even saw it at all on TV. Like, Hogan used it at a few live events, and that was it. So, but, I mean, other than that, it's not bad looking. I really love this title, but I don't love it enough to put it in the S tier, so I'm going to put it in the A tier. The Smoking Skull title. It defined the Attitude Era and Stone Cold Steve Austin during his reign as WWE Champion during that time. Just an iconic look with the scratch logo and the smoking skull and the barbed wire and everything. Just a fantastic looking title. While I wasn't too keen on the Big Eagle originally when it had the blue stripe, no, I'm going to put that in S tier. That's an S tier title. The Attitude Era version with the black strap and the scratch logo on it looked phenomenal. This was such a great looking title after the Smoking Skulls title. Just, the men who held this one as well, The Rock, Stone Cold, Mankind, Triple H. It looked great around Triple H's waist, honestly and truthfully. So that's definitely an S tier title. Never seen on TV because of a male snafu was the Brahma Bull Belt. I'm going to put that in a, if we saw it at least once on TV, it maybe might have bumped it up to an S, but I've seen pictures of the replica, and it is a gorgeous looking belt, hands down. But like I said, we didn't see it on TV, so I'm going to put it in A tier. Still, wonderful looking title. I love this title. The Ruthless Aggression Undisputed Championship is a gorgeous title. I loved it when I first saw it, when Ric Flair brought it out on Raw to present to Triple H after he won the Undisputed title. Thought it was a gorgeous title. It was a shame that John Cena got rid of it so soon. It didn't last that long. From like 2002 until, let's see, Triple H won the title at WrestleMania 18. That was in 2002. John Cena won it at WrestleMania 20, so 18, 19, 20, 21. So it only lasted around 3 years. And to put in perspective, this monstrosity lasted longer than the Undisputed title. Yes, I'm putting this at a D tier. I did not like the spinner version of the WWE Championship. It only suited one person, and that was John Cena. It didn't look good around The Miz. It didn't look good around CM Punk. It didn't look good around Triple H. So I don't know what they were thinking keeping that title for so long when John Cena wasn't holding it. I'll bump this one up to C because Edge is one of my favorite wrestlers of all time. But even with the added aesthetic of the Rated R Superstar logo, I still was not thrilled with this title. It just, again, you had just the inclusion of the rated R Superstar logo, but other than that, nothing new of note. But again, because it's Edge, I bumped it up to C. The 2014 title that The Rock introduced after he won it from CM Punk at the Royal Rumble. I don't mind this design. Like, I mean, the newer designs I think are a little better, but I don't mind this look of the title. I like it. I wasn't at first too big on the champion swooping down like that, but I got used to it over time. But or no, maybe that was 2013. You know what I'm talking about. This one, the World Heavyweight Championship. I really like that design. It grew on me instantly. I don't think it's the greatest belt design ever, but I don't hate it like so many people do. I think it's a great looking title, well designed, well made, and I just think it looks fantastic. And in the same vein, I'm going to put the Universal title, the blue Universal, or the red Universal title, sorry. I guess you could also say the blue Universal title as well. So yeah, that'll go in B list as well. I do not like the fact that it is copy paste from the World Heavyweight title. Yes, there are just a few differences, like the red strap instead of the black strap, and the black swoosh instead of the red swoosh. I like the black swoosh, don't get me wrong. I think the black swoosh on the WWE logo would look so much better on the new unified title, or undisputed title, but that's nitpicking. I think it's a good looking title, and I love my Universal title replica, honestly and truthfully. This one, I was in love with the moment Ted DiBiase brought it out on the Brother Love show. The $1 Million Championship, such a beautiful title, gold and diamonds shimmering. Well, there are diamonds in it, so they only put like 6 diamonds in it in random spots, so they could actually say that it has diamonds in it, but the rest are all cubic zirconian, and it only costs like $32,000, I think, to make. So, wow. The Raw Women's Championship, I'm going to put it as C. Now, it was better than most of the titles, women's titles that came before it, but, I mean, actually, you know what? I'm going to bump it up to a B. I'll bump it up to a B. It's not a bad looking title. Like I said, I just wish it wasn't copy and paste like the other ones. That's my only big gripe with it. Good looking title, look great around Alexa Bliss, look great on Charlotte Flair, but I just wish it wasn't copy and paste. The penny titles, those were a D, like big time. Did not like the look of them at all. Just something clashed about them. I didn't care for them. That's all I can say about it. The Tommy Dreamer New York Hardcore title, I'm going to put it in D because all it was an unknown championship behind a New York license plate. Like, where's Bradshaw's hardcore title? Honestly, truthfully, I don't see it on here. But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. The the Attitude Era Intercontinental title goes in the A tier. Just a wonderful looking title. It's so sleek, so awesome looking. So many iconic people held that title, like Eddie Guerrero, Chyna, Chris Jericho held that. I think Chris Jericho still holds the record for the Intercontinental title. So, just a wonderful looking title. Mabel's King of the Ring title, I'm going to put at C because it was only made for him, and it was never seen on TV. He would only take it around to conventions with him when he was still alive. So I'm going to put it as C. Don't know much about it. Can't say much about it. The classic Intercontinental title goes in the S rank because if it went anywhere else, I would be ashamed of myself. This was the one I grew up with guys like the Honky Tonk Man, Ultimate Warrior, Macho Man Randy Savage, Mr. Perfect, Bret Hart. So many Hall of Famers held that title. And it was also like the Workhorse Championship at one point with technical masters like Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, Mr. Perfect, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Because there was a time Stone Cold Steve Austin was a great in-ring technician before he had his neck broken. But it's a classic, and I love it to death. I'm really glad. I was really happy to see when they brought it back, when Cody Rhodes brought it back. Once upon a time, it was, I even have the toy replica hanging behind me here in my apartment. Just a wonderful title. Another wonderful title that I put in S tier are the tag team championships. So many great tag teams held that title, like Demolition, the Hart Foundation, the British Bulldog, Strike Force. Just an iconic design for the time when tag teams were a thing. Now, going on a bit of a rant here, but there are not a lot of tag teams right now, so you gotta, merge both the Raw and SmackDown tag team division together. But at one point in time, we had a great tag team division. Okay, let's continue on. The Cruiserweight Championship, the first version of the Cruiserweight Champion, I'm going to put at the A tier. I thought this was a really nice looking title, kind of reminiscent of the WCW Cruiserweight title, but not really making it its own thing. So I really like what they did with the design of this title. Looked good on guys like Rey Mysterio. I think Paul London held it. Chavo Guerrero, Billy Kidman looked great. The Diva Butterfly title, D. And I don't mean D for diva, I mean D for blech. That's all I'm going to say about that. I hate that title. It is a god-awful looking title. Still hate it this very day. And, the women's titles currently are so much better looking than that. When Cody Rhodes brought back the classic design of the Intercontinental title, that's going to S tier. Everything I said about the classic Intercontinental title holds true for this version of it. The current Intercontinental title, I'm going to put that at a B tier. Like, it looks great on Gunther, and he's doing great things with the Intercontinental title, but I don't know, something about the design just, it doesn't scream Intercontinental title to me. It doesn't scream Intercontinental Championship. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it looks good, but I'd rather see a different design for the Intercontinental title, honestly and truthfully. The Attitude Era Women's title, I'm going to put at a B as well. I think this is one of the better looking women's championships. It's more, oh god, what's the word I'm looking for? It has more character than the current women's championships on Raw and SmackDown, but it's still not totally great. But Attitude Era, got a lot of respect for it. I gotta sneeze. Okay, I think I'm good now. The NXT Championship. This can go for either the current design or the classic NXT design. Well, not classic, because I think the classic NXT design is here. The original NXT design. I loved this upgrade of the NXT title from the original title. And up with the original NXT Championship in B tier. I thought it was an interesting choice for a design for the NXT brand, but this looks so much better. Honestly and truthfully, I love this design so much better. The Greatest Royal Rumble Championship, I'm going to put it at D tier. I did not like that title at all. It just looked weird, and only one person held it, and that's Braun Strowman. They never did another Greatest Royal Rumble. Although I think it was kind of funny. After he won the Greatest Royal Rumble, that one Saudi representative in the ring, he was like, oh no, I'm going to keep it. No, I'm going to keep it. I thought that was really funny. I thought Braun was really going to get pissed off at him and tear his head off. That would have been funny to see. But no, I don't like the Greatest Royal Rumble title. The UK title, I'm putting that in the A tier. That is such a great looking championship. Like, they just took the outline of the World Heavyweight title and put an interesting design in it with the UK coat of arms. Looked fantastic. I love the look of it. I thought Gunther was a great UK champion. Transitioning over to UK, NXT UK, just wonderful. The Big Gold title, S tier. Every version of the Big Gold title, S tier. From the Crumrine belt from 1984, 86 when it was awarded to Ric Flair, all the way up to its final appearance in WWE. This is a magnificent, majestic looking title. I absolutely love it. Honestly, at one point in time, I thought it was better looking than the WWF Championship. Honest to God, it is just a gorgeous title. and you knew whoever held that title was a champion, be it Ric Flair, Ronnie Garvin, Sting, Hulk Hogan, Macho Man Randy Savage. They were all champions deserving of the title. Zack Ryder's Intercontinental Championship. Zack Ryder's Internet Championship. I'm going to go to B tier. I thought it was a great custom belt for Zack Ryder, who's now going by his real name, Matt Cardona. I think he has a better design now for the Internet Championship, but this was interesting to see, especially in the first few original episodes of the True Long Island Story, when he had just the kids' Intercontinental title with Internet title on it, a whole bunch of stickers on it, and then he unveiled that, and it's a wonderful looking title. It's a shame we never saw it on TV, but WWE didn't want it on TV because it wasn't one of their titles. As much as I love The Fiend, I did not like this title at all. I'm putting that in C tier. The Fiend Universal Championship, because it was just, I don't mind weird looking, but this was just, who could this have served? Especially when he was popping up in the kids show host attire with the blue Universal title. So I do love the fact, the only reason why it's on a C tier and not D tier is because Tom Savini had a hand in. Tom Savini is a legend in the horror industry with all the makeup effects he's done, directing, acting, just a legend. The original NXT tag titles, I'm gonna put it at A tier or B tier, because it's not really S tier, but I don't hate it either. I think I'll put it at B tier. I thought it was a great first look for the NXT titles. Looked great on teams like the Revival. Great looking, interesting design. I do think that the current design is much better, but lots of love for this title as well. The Hardcore title. I have a lot of love for that title because, yes, it's just a smash version of the Winged Eagle, but it's a Hardcore title. It was interesting. It was unique. For just being a smash title held together by duct tape. Just a great looking title. Well, great for being all smashed to hell. The original variation of the WWE United States Championship. Oh, this is such... I like this design. I don't like it as much as I like the WCW United States title. But I love that design, and I don't see it on here. No, it's not on here, but the current US design is okay. I don't hate it. If it was on here, I'd put it at B tier. But I love the design of the original US title, WWE US title, held by, guys like Eddie Guerrero. He was the first WWE United States champion. John Cena when he was good. MVP, Sheamus. Just a great looking title. The SmackDown Tag Team titles, I'm going to put at an A tier. I thought these were great looking titles. They look like the original tag titles, but with some differences. So that's why they really score high with me. They don't get S tier, but A tier is a very good spot for them. The SmackDown Tag Team titles, I'm going to put at the B tier. I think they're an upgrade. I'm going to put the Raw tag titles on here too. I think they're an upgrade from the penny titles. I love the silver design of the faceplates. Yes, it's the same design as the penny titles, but I think there's just something that works with the colored strap and the silver design. Still not great, but not bad. I think this is the blue Universal title. I'm going to put that as a B along with the other titles. And everything that I said is still the same for them, Wish it wasn't a copy and paste of the World Championship, but still not a bad looking design. The current NXT Tag Team titles, I'm going to put in the A tier. I think it's a great design for the NXT Tag titles. They look fantastic. A big step up from the original NXT Tag titles. Also in the B tier, I'm going to put the UK tag titles. I thought these were a fantastic looking set of belts. Like, I know a lot of people were down on the UK tag titles, of the design of the tag titles. I loved them from the moment I saw them. But I thought they looked good, they looked different. That's the thing, they look different. And they look unique. So, they scored very, very high with me. The Women's UK title, I'm going to put that in A tier as well. Beautiful design, even though it is just the men's UK title with a white strap. I don't know how they can think that, making something smaller with a white strap equals women's championship, but I think I kind of get it. They want to put them on par with the male equivalent championship, so I get it. The NXT Women's Championship, I'm going to put that A or B tier. Yes, it's just the same as the men's NXT title, but with a silver NXT instead of a gold NXT. Great looking design. Everything I said about that, about the NXT title, holds true for this one as well. The original WWF Championship. That's got to go in the B tier, honestly and truthfully. Because the history behind it, it's an old United States Championship with a World Champion plate screwed on it instead. Not a great looking title, but the history and significance behind that keeps it from getting any lower. The 86 tag titles, much like I said for these tag titles, that goes in S tier because they're different look. I love the dual plating on them with the nickel plating and then the gold outlines like the eagle and the world banner. I thought that looked just slick. The Raw Tag Team Championships are A tier. Again, a lot of people were down these titles. I love them from the first time I saw them. Just wonderful looking tag titles. And it was great that Lance Storm and Christian were the first ones to hold them after they beat Hulk Hogan and Edge. Go figure those teams, So yeah, great looking titles. The original NXT Women's Championship is going to go in the C tier. Not bad, but they've definitely had better looking championships. Like, take a look at the current design. Need I say more? 24/7 title. If I had an F tier, it would go in that, but I don't. D tier, horrible looking title, and I feel so bad Mick Foley got dumped on for introducing that piece of garbage title. The European title, A tier. Again, wonderful design. I love the shape of it. I love all the flags of the European nations on it. Love the banner, European Championship banner. It was a wonderful design. I thought it was a wonderful design. The SmackDown Women's Championship, that goes in B tier. Again, copy and paste of the other titles. Looks great, so I'm not going to talk too much about that. The WWE Light Heavyweight title, I'm going to put that in C tier. I thought it was kind of plain looking, honestly. Like, not terrible, but it wasn't a great looking title. But I mean, they definitely did better with the Cruiserweight title when that came about after the invasion. The WWF Women's Championship that was held by Alundra Blaze and tossed in trash on Nitro by her as well. I'm going to put that in B tier. Not a bad looking title. I think, okay. I don't mind colored straps. I just thought it was a little too pink for the strap. Other than that, the faceplate looked good. It was a nice looking design. And last but not least, the John Cena spinner goes into B tier. Now I know what you're saying. You put the WWE Championship spinner in D tier. That's the same thing. Yes. But when I first saw the US title spinner, I thought it was a nice looking design. I wasn't thrilled with it, but I didn't think it was hideous looking like the spinner, WWE title spinner. It was a nice looking title, but I mean, they had a better one with the original title. So there you have it, my tier list of all the championships in the WWE past and present. So, but what did you think of it? Let me know in the comments section down below. I'd really love to read your thoughts on this. While you're down there, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. I'd really appreciate that. In the description, you're going to see all the ways you can help support this channel. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, and Reddit. You can get your Irish Bandit merchandise from my Irish Bandit shop on redbubble.com. You can pick up your copy of my novel Shade Falling on Amazon. You can get that through either Kindle e-reader or on paperback. And you can buy me a coffee, where right now I have a goal set up where I want to get some Elgato gear for my PC. You can help make that happen in the link down below. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you're already subscribed, tap the bell and you'll be notified whenever a brand new video goes live. I will be back tomorrow with more Bioshock, and then Thursday I'm right back here with another tier list. This time I'm going through a hypothetical draft in AEW between, well, this only had Dynamite and Collision, but I'm doing Dynamite, Collision, Rampage, and ROH. So be sure to join me for that on Thursday, and then we're back at it again and then we're back at it with more Final Fantasy VII Remake on Friday, and then next week more of the same. I'm going to be having a tier list of some of my favorite candy bars, and then another tier list on Thursday. I think that's a Final Fantasy VII one. I'll check back and I'll check and get back to you on that one. Either way, have a great rest of the week, and I'll talk to you again very, very soon.